at that there, look. See that? Staying out in this lane. That's what's commonly known as black ice. Well, that one's actually mush. Black ice just looks like water. Yeah, black ice is quite a phenomenon. The worst I've seen it was a couple of years ago. It was really cold and dry-ish like this, and then it just started drizzling with rain, ever so lightly, and then the rain stopped. And outside my house it looked like the road was wet, but it was actually sheet ice. And that's what black ice is. What I was looking at earlier on wasn't technically black ice, it was just mush, where there was a puddle from the rain, and then cars have driven over it and it's made the rain finer, or the water finer, and it's turned to ice. So this is something you need to watch out for. There's not a lot you can do if you do find yourself on black ice. Rule number one is do not use your front brake. If you have to slow down, you steadily ease your throttle closed with your clutch still out, and use your back brake with your clutch out. The reason for that is whilst you're braking with your clutch out, your engine is forcing your back wheel to keep turning, so it almost acts as a form of ABS, as long as you don't put your brake on too heavily and you're in quite a responsive gear. If your revs get too low in that gear, then you could risk it locking up and stalling on you. So you let go of your brake, put your clutch in, put it down another gear, ever so carefully introduce your clutch back out again, and once your clutch is out, you can then start using your back brake. I did this a few years ago when I was on a bike with a pupil, and I didn't realise, of course, until the time it was actually black ice. The pupil put some front brake on in front of me, came off, and as his bike is spinning in front of me, it was slowly throttle off, back brake, off the back brake, clutch in, down a gear, ever so carefully back into it with the clutch, and then back brake on, and the only reason I came off at the very end is because by the time I'd nearly stopped, his bike was in front of me and I clipped it. But watch this. But to be honest with you, if there is black ice, there isn't that much you can do about it. Best thing you can do, as I said to somebody in a comment, is take the car or catch a bus.